Right, so I got a flat back from a tenant, served a notice whilst I still could, as you all know, or you may or may not know, Renters' Rights Bill in, and everyone's lost the right to serve a Section 21 to get your property back if you so wish. But I served it before the Renters' Rights Bill came in, and I've got this flat back. Right, so it was a one-bed flat, and I'm going to use it for service accommodation, short-term rental, and what we're doing is we're going to go from a one-bed to a two-bed and also create an ensuite in one of the bedrooms. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's just, switch the camera. Okay, so we're in the lounge, what was the lounge. So this is going to become a bedroom, and that wall there is stud. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break into what is the bathroom behind there, and that's in here. Let me turn this on. So effectively what I'm going to do, right, to create an ensuite is I'm going to stud across here, okay, and then that's going to create a very small area, but it's big enough. I'll just have a wet room in there, accessible from the other room, okay. And then here there's going to be a shower cubicle, so you'll come into this main bathroom, shower cubicle there, and toilet and sink. So that effectively is going to create an ensuite bedroom in what was the lounge, and still keeping a normal bathroom, okay, for the other bedroom. So the other bedroom is in here, okay. So I'm going to be putting some more sockets in and moving the rad. So isn't that rad? But the rad, changing that. Okay, so this is going to be a bedroom that the person in that bedroom will just come through into there in order to use the bathroom. Shower's just going to be here, and then that space there is going to be accessible from there in order for that to be ensuite. Okay, so we're going to now, right, I'm going to take you back so you can orientate yourself. So we're now going to go to the back. So that's the entrance to it. Under stair cupboard, does what it says on the tin. And then you've got this quite large area, right, through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a kitchen diner. Okay, so this is going to be the dining room area here, and I'm going to stick the TV above the fireplace up there, sofa bed in here. So you've got two bedrooms at the front of the house, one of them ensuite, the other bedroom uses the main bathroom, and then lounge area here, sofa bed. Okay, so I'm now looking at, because you've got two toilets, so I can be having 5 people in this property without any dramas. And this is going to be the new kitchen area in here. Already been to LNPG and had the kitchen. Getting poor connection when I'm going to the back of the house. Okay, so when it goes live, I'll obviously get the internet sorted for that. But I'll stay where I am here because I'm getting poor connection down that end. Now, on the far end, where you can see that double fridge, will be a table and chairs area there. And then out here, I'm just going to do it quickly, then I'm going to run back to where I've got signal. There'll be decking. Right, so apologies for losing signal a couple of times there, but ultimately, the point of this video is to talk about getting a flat back from a tenant, turning it into serviced accommodation, short-term rental, where, let's face it, I'm in control of the property, because if you've got a tenant in your properties, they're in control. From now on, they're in control of your property, right? Don't get me started on that. sometimes tenants start off as Mary Poppins, turn into Freddy Krueger, and the courts, whose side are they on when it comes to a dispute? They're on the tenants, right? So the landlord's just getting stiffed. Okay, so great. I want to maximise my property, maximise the earning income from it, and so turning a 1 bed into a 2 bed. Remember, guys, a short-term rental is not somebody's home, is it? So it's as a flat where somebody is living 24/7, they might think, well, that lounge area is too small, okay? But as a short-term rental, what's more important? What's more important is heads on beds. And because it's not their home, though the lounge area will be relatively small for up to 5 people, it's good enough. Okay, it's definitely good enough, and we can still have a table and chairs that can seat 5 people back there as well. So what do you think? Got any ideas on how I could have maybe done it differently in here? I tell you what's weird, right? This is a bit weird. That is where the door used to come into, because this is actually a 3-story property. So the 2 floors above are a 4-bed house. Yeah, it used to be an HMO. Now it's 4-bed house, 2 floors above, and this is downstairs. It's going to be a ground floor flat. And that, what I was just showing you there, was the old entrance coming into this flat. I'm going to flatten that off. I don't know what's going on there. Make good that wall so that looks nice and neat. So I'd welcome any ideas that you've got. This is what my plans are with the property. What do you think? Do you agree that I should have served notice on the tenant in order to get the property back? He's happy. He was a tenant of mine for way over 10 years, right? But he's happy. He's found somewhere else to go on to. Gave him plenty of notice. And there you go. Because whilst he was a good tenant, what happens when he's not a good tenant, right? And what happens when he loses his job and the AI takes his job and all of that stuff? And do you know what? As a landlord, I've always been a little bit too soft with tenants, and I've definitely done mates rates, right? But as a short-term rental, it's a business. I run it like a business, and I'm going to be making an awful lot more money from this property. So hopefully that was useful. Hopefully you've got a few tips from what I am doing there. Got any ideas? Let me know. What do you think of what I've done here? Because as far as I'm concerned, our responsibility, your responsibility, is to look after the finances of you and your family and to prepare for your retirement, etc. So you need to get as strong financially as possible. Do you agree with me? And what I think is going on is that landlords are seen as the devil and are just getting stiffed. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm voting with my feet and I'm pulling out of being a landlord. I've still got some buy-to-lets, I've still got HMOs, I just don't want any more. And if I get a property back or the property could work as service accommodation, that's what I'm doing with it. So I still want to build a property portfolio, still building a property portfolio. I just want to be in control of my asset. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Here's to your success in service accommodation, and from me, the property soldier. Remember, your future prosperity needs you to be in control of your properties. Take care.